Slop City Podcast!
Oh, that's beautiful.
No, I can't. I have these two dumb bitches podcast studio in my dining room, okay?
Barbara got sent home from school today because she was coloring her fingernails with magic markers.
Baba, that's not what happened. I was at the salon last night at my house. I was doing my You know what I was doing?
Barbara, did you? You weren't at school today. How old are you, Barbara?
Baba, I'm 80. I'm 8
I
years
thought
old.
you were a child, Barbara. Never mind. She did not get kicked out of school. She went to the beauty parlor and colored her fingers with the magic marker.
Baba, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. There's what I did. I went to the salon at our house. I was at the salon last night.
You have a salon in your house.
Last night, when you were sleeping in your bed, and there was a man in there looking at you. I was in the.
He was looking at my leg all night, Barbara.
Barbara, what was he doing looking at your leg?
He was just kept staring at my leg and saying, "There's a leg over there."
There's a leg.
And then my grandchild came and kicked him in his nuts. My grandchild did.
My grandchild. Then my grandchild walked over and said, "What are you made of? Metal?"
And
The man said,
the man fell asleep on his desk.
"Yeah." And the
And
man
put his loafers on the nightstand.
It's literally Mr. Bean.
Did Mr. Bean do that?
Like, I mean, he would literally be like, each night he's like, he'd grab his little teddy bear and take his little slippers and put them off. He would take all of his things and make sure that they were, in the right spot, because he lived in a really pathetic studio apartment, because he was a single man who was probably what I would say nonverbal. I mean, he was a nonverbal.
He didn't talk.
No, he was technically nonverbal. And I have seen every single episode of Mr. Bean. I'll tell you that right here, right now.
So
if you don't know what that was and you just joined the podcast and you're like, hey, listen, I'm new to Slop City. That was the clap. We have to do that so Randy can get the line. He takes the lines on the editing thing.
Yep.
He takes the lines, he matches them up at the clap. Everyone's happy. Boo, boo, ba, ba.
yeah, it's an editing thing. You guys wouldn't understand.
You wouldn't understand, But I will say I know the sound guy, and I wish I didn't. But yeah, I've seen so much Mr. Bean. I've seen every episode.
Do you think he has what's called selective, and I don't even know that you can say this anymore, selective mutism?
Oh, I'm going to go ahead and just Google, does Mr. Bean have autism? So I'm going to Google that. And this is clearly, I mean, it was the first thing that popped up.
Yeah. What
People didn't
disability?
say, does Mr. Bean have a wife? That was not, let me back it up so you can see.
Does Mr. Bean have mental issues?
Here are the biggest searches about Mr. Bean that we've got so far on Google search. Does Mr. Bean have autism? That is number one, okay? I want everyone here to know that. Number two, does Mr. Bean have an Oscar? I don't know the answer to that. Does Mr. Bean have a disorder? So those were the people in the UK that were searching. The people in the UK are searching that. Does Mr. Bean have a first name? Does Mr. Bean have a kid? Does Mr. Bean have a job? Does Mr. Bean have a daughter? Does Mr. Bean have a wife? Or, as Libbie stated, a condition?
Can you erase have and see if different ones come up?
Does Mr. Bean talk is number one.
Okay.
Does Mr. Bean have autism is number two. And then disorder are the same ones.
Those are really interesting. So it makes me feel a part of the world that other people have thought the same things.
Now, that is an interesting thing and sounded like something that an alien would say. what you just said there is very alien-like.
Okay. And your point?
Okay, Mr. Bean is not diagnosed with autism in the series or any other official sources. So,
alrighty. Is he neurodivergent?
I would definitely say, yeah. Wow. There was only one season of Mr. Bean? Are you fucking kidding me? That makes sense why I've seen every fucking episode over and over again. I know we've talked about this on here before. It's probably been a long time since we've done a Mr. Bean stan chit chat. But I remember Anton and I, my brother, oh my God, we would laugh so hard at the intro. The first time I saw the intro to Mr. Bean, I pissed my pants. I pissed my pants.
So you've always been peeing your pants.
Oh, yeah. I laughed so hard at the age of probably, let's see, looks like it was 15 episodes, and they came out, the best bits or whatever. Okay, came out in like the 90s. So, yeah, I bet I was 5 years old.
You really laughed hard.
Oh, dude, we rewound it on the VHS tape over and over again.
Did Svetlana or Igor buy the VHS?
We did have VHSs. Now, I'm not sure how we procured them. I'm not sure if we bought them, if somebody gave it to us, if it was a hand-me-down. Maybe somebody was like, hey, listen, I've had enough of Mr. Bean. A friend, maybe somebody was trying to get us into humor, and they were like, hey, listen. They saw my dad and how he was, and they were like, hey, I think there's a guy you'd really relate to.
Did Igor like Mr. Bean?
Oh, yeah. My family loves Mr. Bean, dude. I bet if I get in a group text right now with the whole family and say, y'all like Mr. Bean, I bet they'd all say, well, they'd probably be a bit confused and be like, yes, I really like Mr. Bean.
I didn't know that it was a series. I thought it was a movie.
Okay, so, wow, really? I can't wait for you to watch.
I don't even know that I've actually watched a lot of Mr. Beans.
Wild. We're talking, it's truly wild. The guy can't take care of himself. The guy is me. The guy is falling apart 24/7.
Oh, that's sad.
Just leaves the water running. It overflows. He's always getting himself into some kind of trouble and always getting himself out.
Well, if he didn't get in trouble, there wouldn't be a Mr. Bean show. If it was just a guy having a good day without any haphazardly activities going on, who'd want to watch that?
Yeah.
I want to watch a guy slipping on a banana peel or accidentally hitting a deer with his car.
Oh, man.
But then the deer is alive and gets in the car and pokes his antlers through. That was Tommy Boy, but...
Yeah. There's a lot. It's really interesting, I guess. So it looks like, based on a character developed by Atkinson while he was studying for his master's at the University of Oxford, centers on Mr. Bean, described by Atkinson as a child in a grown man's body as he solves various problems presented by everyday tasks and often causes disruption in the process. So there was this first, and this went on, I guess, at least as far as I know, and then there was the movie, and the movie fucking rocked.
What was it? Mr. Bean Does Paris?
I think it was just called Mr. Bean the Movie, or Bean the Movie. I believe that's it. It's like yellow and pink, the VHS cover. Yep.
Wow.
See? That's how 97. Oh, yeah, dude.
Look at his eyebrows, man.
Bro, this is one of the funny. I'm going to watch this tonight or tomorrow. And maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll force you to do it tomorrow night with me after our shows.
Oh, God. After the show, I'll do anything you want me to do. If you want me to suck your fucking toes, I will.
Oh, God.
I'll be so relieved tomorrow.
Yeah, Libbie and I haven't seen each other for like a month. And when this episode comes out, this will already have passed. So we're talking about the weekend coming up right now. Either way, Libbie's headlining a fucking comedy club here in St. Louis called Helium Comedy Club. Give it up for her. Applause. Oh, yeah, give me that fucking iced coffee.
I'm just praying something happens.
No, Randy, I was just getting really excited.
I'm praying
Thank you.
that something happens. The electricity goes out at the club. The mall gets shut down.
What?
My car breaks down and I can't make it. I don't want to do it. I'm too scared.
When did you agree to this? Uh-oh, looks like we had a little spill.
The day I asked you, whenever that was, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It was 2 weeks ago. Wow, that is pathetic. That's how fast life goes by, you guys. It goes by in a second.
I'll tell you what. I have not enjoyed 1 second of my life in the past 2 weeks. Is this worth it? I don't think so. I need to rethink my career.
Why? Just because you're worried? You're scared? What's happening?
I'm scared to death.
Just a headline, bro? You got this, dude.
I am scared to death.
You can technically just do 40 minutes headlining. I mean, really, you can. You can do 40 minutes in your fucking sleep, dude. Once you get out there, you just fart around. Hey, if you want, you can bring me up at the end for 10 minutes and we can just fuck around and do improv.
We can fart around to find out.
We can fart around and find out.
There's no other job that I've had I can't think of that I have lost sleep over. If you're losing sleep over a job, is it the right job for you?
I think yes and no and yes. It depends on truly, it's like, do you think you can do anything else? Because I'll go ahead and tell you this right here, right now. I can wait tables for the rest of my life, but it's like, oh boy. Well, I don't fucking want to. I could go to school and be a nurse. That's what I keep talking about. Although I said that to a lot of people recently because I've been having a lot of mental health problems. Just having a fucking breakdown. I said to someone dead serious, like I've always said, that I would, maybe I could go be a nurse, something like that. And someone told me they would not want me as their nurse.
Go ahead and say who it was. I want to know.
It was Sarah that I work with. She was like, and she's one of the most fucking sloppy whores I know.
How dare her?
I know. Cause she was like, oh man, I don't know if I would want you as my nurse. And I was like, listen, dude, guess what? This is a fist and I'm ready to fucking jam it up inside of you.
Hi, I'm your nurse, Tina. I'm going to be taking your rectal exam.
Hey, hey, what's going on? You mind if I hit my vape in here? Just kidding. No, I'm not asking. I'm doing it. That's the best part about me, brother.
You want some?
You want to hit this? I got TH Sizzle.
I had a moment where I laughed and felt really cool, and then I remembered what's happening tomorrow.
Hey, listen, if it makes you feel better, I am panicking too. And listen.
About what? Don't say the show.
I'm panicking about the show too.
No!
Of course I'm panicking. Libbie, like I said, life goes by fast. You blink and boom, 2 weeks goes by. Feels like you asked me yesterday to do the show, and I was like, I've got so much time. I can do whatever I want the next 2 weeks. And guess what? The show is tomorrow. And I'll be honest, what I've done in the last 2 weeks is have a small mental breakdown.
Yeah, well, you look good, though.
Yeah, whatever, bitch.
Considering you had a nervous breakdown, Barbara, you look outstanding.
Well, thank you so much. Yeah.
Your fingernails look like you put a magic marker on them,
Barbara, stop saying I put a magic marker. It's not. Guys, I'm back on my press-on game. I'm back, baby. You know what I realized today while I was looking at my nails and Randy texted us and was like, can we do 6 p.m.? And I don't know why. But you know what? I know why. It's because I truly believe everyone in the world hates me and I deserve no love at my core. I mean, I know that's not. But every time Randy will text, I literally am like, yeah, he fucking hates me.
Same. I always think he's mad at me. And I don't know why.
I mean, every single.
Me too.
I'm like, yeah, he thinks stuff about us. He doesn't.
He's mad. He's mad at me. So then I try to act extra chipper to like offset the feeling in my brain that he hates us.
Me too. Me too. That's why I texted back within 4 seconds and wrote like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, let me just look at our group text today because I mean, it sent me. And then I was like, oh God, I don't have enough time. And I was freaking. Okay, so here's what really set me off. So,
and just imagine my car reading this. Because I pushed the button and had the car read it.
Well, first, I texted Randy on February 19th. I said, Randy Bobandy. Libbie is headlining at Helium on February 28th, 2 shows. So, wondering if we can do this. Then I put semicolons to signify I was going to give dates so it didn't get messy.
Get some more info.
And then I wrote, wondering if we can do this. Thursday, record that night. Saturday, day, record that day. Randy texted back full day later, which I'll be honest. I mean, I was feeling weird about it when I remembered, but then I forgot. And then he texted at 6 a.m. and like, either way, it scared me. And he goes, I can probably do one on the 27th. And then we never texted back. Neither you or I ever texted him back after that.
Well, that was an answer for me. So I didn't need
for sure.
To answer.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't say anything because it was 6 a.m. and I probably woke up and was like, yeah, dude, I'm ready to face the day. And then I was like, no, you should go grab a few cookies and lay back in bed and fall asleep. And then I woke up, got scared, forgot, didn't answer. So then Randy texts us yesterday at 4:30 and said, what's the story for recording this weekend?
Nothing made me feel more hated than that text.
Oh, man, me too.
I'm like, Randy hates us.
I was like, oh, God, he's so mad because we didn't reach out and we didn't follow up. You know, he's trying to let us know, like, listen, I need to make plans. I'm a busy guy. So he said, what's the story for recording this weekend at 4:36? And, you know, I was busy. Libbie got in there quick.
I was in there quick. I was sitting on my couch.
Ooh, on the new couch. Whoa.
Maggie's couch. Maggie's old couch.
The green one or the color?
No.
Okay, I was like,
I would
damn.
burn that green one.
You took
the white one.
The bigger boy.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's real nice. Okay, so you were sitting on your couch. We'll get to that. You know, let's get back to Mr. Bean because this does need to really take a second.
Yeah.
Then we'll get back to that. So Libbie got in there quick and said tomorrow after 5 and then Saturday morning. And I mean, she got in there quick, and that was really nice of her to do that.
Well, because what's the story scared me, and I thought I have to answer now.
Yeah. When someone says, what's the story? I mean.
And I knew that you were,
having a
trouble,
mental breakdown.
So I'm like, let me take this one.
Let me take the lead on this.
I'll take the lead.
Libbie was the front-facing member of Slop City Incorporated.
I'm like, she does enough. Let me just answer this one question.
Yeah, and I appreciated it. And then Randy texted us today at 2:50 p.m. and said, can we do 6? And I texted back 1 minute later. Yeah, absolutely. And Libbie sent with Siri, I should be getting there about 6 o'clock. And
because my map quest, it's not what it's called. My map quest said 5:26 would be arrival, but I thought in my head, I'm going to have to pee at least 2 more times. That's going to be 30 minutes.
Sure.
So, got here about 10 minutes earlier than that. But you know what? It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I tell everyone.
Yeah, it certainly is. It is. It's better to be safe than sorry, and I'm really glad that you were. So, Randy, go ahead and walk us. Go ahead and walk us through if any of this occurred in your brain or.
Randy's just like, I'm trying to find out what's going
Randy
on.
was like, "Oh, dude, you guys, I was freaking."
Y'all are fucking crazy, man. That went all through your heads, man. I say that to everybody. Like, what's the story? When I
Randy,
text pretty much like people at work, my family, my friends.
It is cool and
it's like,
inviting.
look at the
What's the
my
story?
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. No one will ever
Change that.
know that happened except us. Sorry, Randy.
No, it's all good. Was that was I think when we had our mini snowstorm that week, that Wednesday. I think I was, if I remember correctly, I was probably asleep when you sent me that text because I didn't go to work that day. Or I was spraying some cabinet doors. I don't remember which.
Okay, that's great.
I was
When you
probably
say-
sleeping though.
When you say spray, you're talking about paint. But when I think of
Correct.
spray, what do you think of, Tina?
I'm
Pee.
thinking urine.
I'm thinking of Chelsea Lynn's asshole. I can't hear the word spray without thinking of Chelsea spraying a toilet.
Yeah, just blasting it out. For sure. It is wild. I have been getting, I'm so done with sprays and toilets. I am so done with it that I've got a fucking bleach tab, a cleaner that I am taking and submerging into the toilet tank because I'm done. I'm not fucking around anymore. I'm not touching this.
Man's turds.
I mean, I don't want to touch. I don't want to, I want it to be constantly cleaning. So sometimes I'm just in the bathroom, just doing my makeup, walk by the toilet, give it a flush.
Getting the streaks out.
Yeah, I just want it to be kind of ABC, always be closing, always be cleaning.
So may I ask, is my demeanor with y'all ever been anything but like?
It's not you, Randy. It's us. It has nothing to do with you.
I know my personality can be a bit off-putting at times.
It's not.
And
Nope.
At all.
I am known to be a very mean individual and
Nope.
not nice to people and rude.
Nope. None of literally, when they
But-
say it's not you, it's me, that's.
I love you guys and don't ever think that. But the funny thing is, I feel the exact same way about people. Not you guys though. I don't feel that way about you guys. But most people that I feel the same shit.
Yeah.
Seriously, 100%.
Hoo-wee. I mean,
What's wrong with us?
But don't think that when I text you, man. 'cause-
Well, we're going to anyway.
Yeah, well, we
Okay.
don't know how to tell you, but we are going to be over the top.
okay, right on.
But yeah, for sure. Thanks for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for validating that. I will feel good for the next 2 to 4 minutes and then,
Then we'll be back to square one.
yep.
Yeah, well, there's going to be a man that's looking at me.
Yeah, that's how I feel all the time. Think everyone hates me. Crazy.
God, look at that nugget ice.
Oh, yeah.
It is big.
The nugget ice, dude, this fucking key lime diet lemonade thing is fucking hitting.
It is crunchy and big ice.
Oh, God. I mean, the inside of my mouth feels so good. You know when you get a beverage that's so crisp and cool and you needed it
Yeah.
more than anything in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just had my quench thirst.
Bobby, you're getting magic markers on your fingernails. She got a
I
quench thirst.
sound like the guy, Marlon Wayans. I don't know if you've ever seen him do stand-up, but he's so funny. And Rafe opens for him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And
I have seen him.
either way, he's doing this. His new hour, he's doing this bit about dudes and how they don't know how to cry. And he does this act out of this guy crying in that video that went viral.
Oh,
the guy being
the
like,
boxer.
"Ah!"
God, that was like when that guy did that, it just took over the world. It shouldn't have been funny.
Can we watch it or will we get arrested?
We'll probably get arrested like always.
Hold on. What if I look for it on TikTok.com? That's what I'll do. Hey, whoa, mama.
Whoa, she's trying to break the law in a different way.
Just, guys, I'm telling y'all, please watch this. And this is the last I'll talk about Mr. Bean this episode. I am fucking begging you, if you have not seen Bean, that's what it's called. It's a movie. Type in Bean movie. Please, you gotta see it. It is truly one of the funniest movies
I wish he was real.
that I have ever seen in my life, still to this day. Still to the, it's based on him a little bit. Like, there's
I'm
gotta be
sure.
a little.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You're
I bet
probably
he's-
right.
Yeah, maybe he took care of a little grandchild. He had a little grandchild that he was taking care.
Yeah. He has a Mr. Bean is my grandchild.
Barbara, what's your grandchild? Barbara, I gotta quit.
Barbara?
What's your grandchild's name?
Oh, my grandchild is named Mr. Bean. That's my grandchild. He's
Mr. B. What the hell?
Ooh.
What the hell kind of stupid name is that for a child?
I named him when he was a child.
You named your grandchild when he was a child. Where was he before then? In the locker?
He was getting in his mom's belly, and then the child came out, and I said, he looks like a little bean. He looked like a green bean. He was green when he was born.
Baba, I don't think you're thinking straight. I think that you're thinking about that little movie we watched recently at the theater.
With the wicked
with
witches?
the witch that's named Alphabet.
Her name was Alphabet, and she was green.
Baba, that was such a... Baba, did you know that at the new movie awards... that Alphabet is going to be singing?
She's going to sing on the movie awards?
Yeah, Baba, she's going to be singing on the little movie
On the
awards.
Oscars?
Yeah, I think so.
Both of the gals?
I think so. I saw Cynthia Ervio. Is it Ervio or Erivo? Arrivederci. Oh, that just makes me think of Inglourious Bastards. What a good fucking movie. Let's go. Kill... Rafe said yesterday on his podcast.
The number 2 show?
It's called, on his podcast, the number 2 show. I ended up watching it because he was like, dude, I kind of went on a fucking tirade about things and how the world is today and everything. And he was like, he said something that I was like, dude, you're so epic. And I wanted to fucking like just bitch slap him like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, God, fuck yeah. He was just talking and he's like, it's crazy to me that now it's like a wild, such a woke thing to say if you're like, yeah, dude, I'm going to fuck a Nazi up if I see a Nazi, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, now that's like a crazy thing to say. You're like a left-wing piece of shit. You're a fucking liberal loser.
Snowflake.
Yeah. He just went on a whole tirade about that. And he's like, because, like, dude, we're kind of bulking up in a way. I'm trying to bulk up.
Same.
I'm trying to bulk up so I can fuck some people up if I need to, brother. Look at those fucking arms she's got right there, motherfuckers. You see those? You see the 70s inspired sweater that one day she's going to sell on Depop? Do you fucking see that? You see my Old Navy jacket? Actually, it's from American Eagle.
Okay.
Okay, bitch, and I got it at the thrift store years ago, and I've had it for like 10 years. You see that? You see these arms? What's up, bitch? Hey, you want to see these fucking arms? There ain't shit there, but we're getting there.
I like that top, though. That blouse.
Yeah, Baba, it's, if I stood up, all of my rolls would fall out, but the good thing is I'm sitting down and I'm not moving that much.
What is that cut called?
Square.
Square? I thought it was something different, like Corinthian or...
Oh, wait, hold on. I think it's princess or something.
Okay.
Is it princess?
I don't know. Sounds like it.
But yeah, y'all make sure you watch Mr. Bean the movie. It's so fucking funny.
God, I'm cold.
And then what else? What else did we need to circle back to? I mean, there's a lot.
I got good news.
Hold on.
I got good news.
Okay, what is it?
I do not have cancer. But I wanted to say that before I tell this long, drawn-out story of what happened yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Hit me, baby, one more time.
I go in yesterday for the diagnostic mammogram, which they smashed my titty in so many different positions.
Were you like, stop, you're going to flatten it?
I was just nervous.
Yeah.
Because she was fully letting me see the screen, and I could see it.
You could see all the nodes?
I could see the thing that they wanted to see. And she goes, okay, after she took like 6 to 8 images, it's like, okay, the doctor's going to come look and see what he wants to do next. So I go sit in the hall, and the doctor comes in there, and they're whispering. And I was like, cool, so I have cancer.
If they started whispering, I would literally be like, what you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm in the room with you. Why are you?
I wasn't in the room. I was right outside the room.
But, oh, you could tell. What? Okay, so the door was closed.
The door's open, but they started whispering.
Okay.
For a long time. And then he leaves, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, man, I just moved into a new apartment. Now I have to go through fucking chemo. Like, I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Yeah, you were like, how am I going to tell my landlord? Like,
Well, I was like, how am I going to tell my sister that I've got cancer? That was my first thought.
yeah, for sure. Sorry.
Then I was like, how am I going to tell my landlord I have cancer? And then the lady comes.
Because I'm in love with him already.
And the tech was like, okay, he wants me to take some more images. I go, is everything okay? And she goes,
Oh.
well, he just wants to see some more of that spot. And then she took like 6 more images. And I'm talking, they were smashing it this way, every which way. And she was just putting it on there and smushing it.
That is why she like starts twisting it up. You're like,
She's
no,
going,
no.
Sucking on my nipple.
Man, that'd be so cool.
So then I go sit back down.
Yeah.
And the doctor comes and looks, and he leaves. Doesn't say anything to me. Walks right past me and leaves. And she goes, okay, he wants you to have an ultrasound. I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in the other room, and the lady does the thing, and I go, is everything okay? I kept saying, is everything okay? She goes, well, he just wants to check it out. He thinks it might be just a fatty tumor or whatever he was saying, fatty tissue. But he wants to make sure. So she's fucking pushing the thing everywhere, and I'm looking at the screen, and I don't see shit.
This was yesterday?
This was yesterday.
Oh, Barbara, I'm sorry. I forgot, and I didn't check on you. I know
I don't
I'm
even
in
think
crisis.
I told you.
Okay, but still, I don't know.
Because I
sorry.
didn't tell anybody because I thought that it would be fine. And it wasn't until I heard whispering that I thought, well, it's really not fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going, it was like a 5-minute, and I was going through my head. I'm like,
Sorry.
what could have caused this? Was it deodorant? I'm like trying to think what would cause it. Anyway, the ultrasound, she goes, okay, that's done. And I'm going to have the doctor come in. And then he comes in and he goes, yeah, it looks like it's just some fatty tissue. Nothing to be worried about. And I was like, oh, thank God. I go, man, I was worried because I just moved into this new apartment. I thought, how am I going to do this? I got cancer now. And he goes, you wouldn't believe how many times we have that same conversation. Like somebody's diagnosed with breast cancer and they just got a new job. They just got a new house. He goes, we have that combo all the time. And he goes, he kind of explained to me, since that was my first mammogram, I guess they use AI and stuff to develop risk and things. But because I hadn't had any other mammograms to compare it to, they didn't know if what they saw was unusual.
Got it.
And the AI or the computer can't say like, oh, this looks different than last time. So he just wanted to be extra, extra sure. But he didn't say, oh, it's 100% not cancer. He said, it is, I think it's just fatty tissue.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, I don't believe it's breast cancer.
And you said, I don't believe in God. So how about that?
I got to look at something real quick my sister sent me. So it looks like I'm good.
Well, that is really great news. Looks like all we've got is just cold sores and
Fatty tissues.
Cold sores, some nothing other than that. Well, that's really wonderful.
Really scared for 5 minutes.
Oh, dude. I mean, I remember when I thought I was pregnant for like a full fucking,
24 hours?
Yeah. Oh, it was horrific. Horrific. Truly. Oh, God. I'm just so sick of those stomach drops. I don't want any more of those in my life. Where your fucking asshole feels like it's about to drop out and you feel like you just are riding the Tower of Terror at Universal at Disney. You feel like you're on a free fall and you're like, wait, what the hell, dude? I'm only strapped in by a little bar and I don't know how to tell you. I'm about to fall the fuck out.
Have you felt like that all week? Because I truly have.
Yes. It's starting to get a little better today, but it's like, you
needed to be with your buds.
I needed to be with my friends. No, people have been really nice. And also it's like, I'm kind of like, I feel like this is that like last big rough spot that I'm gonna have hopefully before I like deal with most of this stuff, for good. But it's like it was that stomach, that awkwardness, that like, ugh, oh God, I'm not gonna be okay. But people have been really nice and like, that's what I was saying. I was stalling. Could you tell? Because, I mean, truly, I was like, okay, I'm going to find where I was just. What I was saying. I was trying to, like, act so calm and collected, but really, guys, I was just freaking out. That was me. I thought my asshole just dropped through again.
Yeah, that's me.
No, but, like, I guess I'm saying, like, now I kind of know what to do in times like this or whatever. And it's like, I just truly have finally realized that I'm like, I'm like, this shit'll kill you, dude. Depression, anxiety, PTSD, trauma, unresolved stuff, pushing people away, whatever. It'll kill you. Whether it kills you now, if it kills me now at 32, if I don't deal with it, or it kills me in 15 years by just like sucking more and more life out of me, So I feel like I kind of just am like at that point where I'm like, I know what to do. So that was like, I just texted you and was like, hey, brother, not okay. Here's what's up. Here's my plan for the week.
And I was like, I'll get back to you later. I'm just doing something right now.
Really?
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You texted back days later. It was wild. Yeah, well. But yeah, that's how my stomach's felt all day. That's the worst. Oh, the fear. Just of something, or it's like when even that feeling, it's like when you almost rear end someone and you're like, whoa,
that was a close one.
Man. Wow. Wow.
But then
wow,
that
wow.
feeling won't go away
Yeah. So it's like you feel like you rear-ended someone.
all day. Yeah, that's how I feel about the show tomorrow. I feel happy, and I'm like, I got a new apartment, and then I go, oh my God, Friday night I got to do two fucking shows.
Yeah. I forgot. Who's hosting for us?
Her name is Shay.
Shay. All right.
I
Cool.
believe.
Hey, sounds good to me.
A lot going on. If I wasn't headlining, I'd remember. I
Yeah.
know everything about this person. I'd know whether she identifies as she or they. I don't know her pronouns.
You don't-
And you know what? Our president said we don't have to do that anymore. So
Yeah, so yeah, he did say that, guys. So pretty much, I don't know how to tell you this, but we're gonna be pretty much doing just a she or a her here, and we're gonna be
we're gonna look at you.
and we're gonna ask. We're gonna ask, are you a she or a her? But we're not acknowledging. Jesus Christ, what a joke! Oh, mama!
I think that's another reason why we feel so unsettled.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, yeah, for sure.
'Cause
I'm just.
When you open up the news, it's like, whoa, is this real life? Are we on punked? What's going on?
Yeah, it is wild. Here's what I will say. We have friends that work for the federal government in many capacities, some capacities. I have multiple friends that do, and they have had to silence their social media and stuff like that, turn it off, because there is chit chat of people's shit being like shown or whatever, and then like they're giving them like a reason to fire them, like if it doesn't align with the ideology that's going on. Now, I don't know how to tell y'all this or whatever, but that's literally the definition of fascism. That's insane.
Well, whatever our president wants, I stick by him.
You're right. Yep.
I stick by our president and his first mate.
Yep. And whatever his best friend, his little buddy, what's his best friend, his little his pal?
His best friend is named Elon.
His best friend's name is,
I'm sorry, Elon's the president. Trump is the first buddy. Is that how it is?
I can't remember which one, but here's what I will say. Saw a very cool video of Elon. Wonder if we could watch it on here.
Sucking his toes.
What? What?
The AI video of Trump sucking Elon's toes. So funny. Is that what you were talking about?
No, not at all, dude. Not at all.
And if you're in the comments, you're going to say, I don't want you to talk about politics.
Politics.
Well, politics right now are causing me a lot of anxiety, okay?
Yeah, and also, dude, things are fucking unprecedented right now. And literally, to use Rafe's words, okay, Rafe gave me the courage by going off on his own fucking show to use his fucking words. What's happening right now is literally unprecedented. This has not happened before. So it's okay for people to feel a bit unsure about what's going on.
I trust our president, for the record.
For the record, I am a trustworthy. For the record, I trust this eagle behind me, and I trust any eagle that I will come in contact with for the rest of my life. And I understand what's happening.
I wish that Elon would fire me from comedy tonight so that I don't have to go into work tomorrow.
Yeah, could he literally send 5? If he wanted me to give 5 reasons, the thing is, I would have him. But it's like, I think he would not have empathy. He would be like, okay, so it says she's not going to kill herself. How does he talk? I don't even know how his little accent. It's like South African, but I can't do it. And he's also a weird white guy. Either way, I wanted to tell you about this video that I saw of him because it is hilarious.
I got to hear all about it.
All I'm going to say is every video that I see of him, I feel like I'm watching that show Silicon Valley on HBO, which has TJ Miller in it, Thomas Middleditch, like Camille Nanjiani, like or not Camille Nanjiani. Wait, yeah, it is Camille Nanjiani. Yeah, it's just a bunch of like tech guys in Silicon Valley or whatever. Very funny cast. You know a ton of them. But it's like it's satire, roasting the tech world. Because, these guys are like wild. They have so much money and so much going on. And yeah, I mean, Rafe did this research. I didn't. So I'm just quoting him. But he said that his own father has been quoted saying, and we could look this up. I don't know why I don't, but I'm not gonna right now. Don't care.
Oh, his dad is nuttier than a fruitcake, too. Have you seen those interviews with his dad?
No. All I saw was a video of him bringing a chainsaw on stage wearing the lamest Oakleys I've ever seen. And he was literally holding the chainsaw after he did a couple of cool moves with it. Someone handed it to him and he goes like this. He goes,
he's making cuts.
Oh my God, dude. I was watching him hold the chainsaw and I was like, dude, you are wild. The fact that he's holding this chainsaw and going,
but he didn't.
And he thinks
he had the
so,
safety thing on it, didn't he?
I don't know, but just the fact that he thinks he looks that cool, it's like, bro,
he's making cuts.
You look, he's making cuts. What he's doing is he's making a cap cut. They're gonna cap cut that video together, put it on TikTok, make $1 million. Yeah.
Well, you got to watch some podcaster had his dad on there, and man, the dad is not a okay guy.
I can't.
He like married his stepdaughter, or got his stepdaughter pregnant.
Oh, yummy! Just kidding. That is incest,
and probably grooming because she was a kid.
What is wrong with everyone? I mean, truly, what the fuck's happening? I've listened. So I'm a huge Kendrick fan, have been for a long time. Not that that matters, but just wanted to brag. Okay. Excuse me.
Oh, that's the worst. That was the worst halftime show ever.
Oh, dude, this is what I'm saying, bro. Are you that vapid? Are you that void of critical thinking that you cannot look at things objectively anymore? You can't look at art objectively, whether you were right, left, middle, whatever. Like, I am blown away at the people who are telling me that they watched that halftime show and they couldn't see anything wild or
they don't
cool
like black
in
people.
it. I understand
they don't
that
like black people.
I get that it's race, but it's racism and all of that. But I'm saying, like, if you're gonna be a racist motherfucker like that, and you're gonna try to like act like you know what the fuck is going on in the world and try to be like, no, I know what I'm talking about. It's like, wouldn't you want to be someone who acts a little cultured on art? You know, it's like, objectively speaking, the imagery and the metaphor of having all black men as his backup dancers, and then he has them make up the American flag wearing red, white, and blue, and they're all black men. The symbolism, the metaphor that it's like, hey, this country was built on these motherfuckers' backs.
They don't believe that's important.
I don't understand how you don't. This is, and also clearly they don't give a fuck about art or whatever, because it's like, even the like Kennedy Center shit, like trying to like hand pick who is coming to everything. I don't know how to tell y'all this, dude, but listen, if you're a person who is so scared of criticism that you're gonna like hand pick the people that come to your fucking birthday party, or come to your fucking judgment day, whatever the fuck you want to call it, like, you're a fucking nerd. You're a pussy and a narcissist. Like, he's the fact that they're like, he's like, oh, I'm gonna be the chairman of I'm gonna be the chairman of the Kennedy Center. I love art. It's like, what are you talking about? And you're gonna just do everything and decide who comes and who doesn't. And now they're
Now.
also going to start dictating what reporters can ask questions during the White House press briefings that takes place every day. They're now going to decide who can ask the questions. You're a pussy, dude. You're a pussy. Get some fucking introspection. Like, have some fucking self-awareness, dude. You're never going to be brat.
I don't even think he's a pussy. I think he doesn't want anyone who does not align with what he's thinking. It's not because he's being a pussy. It's very calculated. He's saying what information can go out.
You're right. You're right. Dude, honestly, you should, like, I'm not trying to just
Thank you, Randy.
I'm not trying to just plug my boyfriend's shit, but also you should go watch Rafe's podcast, The Number 2 Show. But literally the episode that he did yesterday, because I just watched the whole, oh, my gum just fell right behind me. Oh, God, that would happen to me.
What was it?
And anyone in there saying in the comments that that's karma, that I probably have gum in my hair right now, you can suck a fuck.
How did gum get back there?
Because it was in my hand. I got panicked.
Well, turn around. Let me see if it's on your back.
I found my gum. I found it.
We got to get some peanut butter to get it out of your magic marker.
This was, okay. And the reason I'm like, because Rafe and I talked all about this yesterday, about how, like, what's happening is unprecedented. This is weird. We are making crazy big cuts to things. And Rafe made a great point talking about his dad, how his dad has even said that Elon lacks empathy. And again, to quote Rafe, you're putting somebody in charge of programs that are built and founded and structured on empathy.
They don't care.
But now you're having somebody in charge of all of these things that he doesn't give, like, he doesn't care.
It has nothing to do with anybody except himself and his interest.
Yeah.
And getting more money.
It's so fucking gross.
That's
it's
why
just
I don't
gross.
sit here and try to think, like, why are they doing this? They simply don't care.
Oh, here's what I was going to say. Another thing, too, because this really fucked my world up. George Carlin, in one of his specials, has a bit. And Rafe, like, broke it down piece by piece, played the whole bit. It's like a 3-minute bit talking about, this is 20 fucking years ago. George Carlin, arguably one of the greatest comedians that has ever lived.
Yeah.
He is talking about, he's like, all you motherfuckers, all these people out here thinking that these politicians and all these people, they give a fuck about you. They don't. And he's just like talking, it was like kind of the first time anyone really said it like that. And he was like, they don't give a fuck about you. These politicians don't give a fuck about you because they are elected and bought and paid for by this one big fucking club. And you're not in this club. And he goes on about, like, he's like, you want to know what this club's doing? They're controlling the fucking media. They're controlling what you eat. They're controlling how you see things, how you see people, how you see money. They want you to be smart enough to work hard and build, yourself a little life, but they want you to be dumb enough to work for the rest of your life and think that they give a fuck about you. And he goes on and on to talk about how this club, hypothetical club, is like of billionaires or whatever. He's like, they are coming for you and they don't give a fuck about you. And next thing you know, they're going to be in the fucking white. Like, he's literally quoting and saying in plain speak what is happening today.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They never have and they never will.
It's just really sad, I think.
And there's
it's sad.
Nothing we can do.
And there are things now that I'm scared to say, because I have family that lives in St. Petersburg, Russia. I have family that lives in Belarus. The family that I have that lives in Belarus, I've never even met. The family that I have in St. Petersburg, I have met, and I would do anything to be able to have enough fucking money to get visas for every single one of my family members and get them the fuck over here. Like, even, but now everything's even, like, I'm in a really weird fucking place with all of this because it's like, now there's like, it seems like we're like becoming homies with like whatever's going on. And I mean, everything is fucked. This is scary. I'm scared. I am scared for a lot. I'm just scared. And I don't know. It's scary. Everything is weird and scary. And I think that, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if what we do now matters. Everyone's always said that shit. You know, you always hear people like when they're talking about World War II and stuff like that and Nazis and Nazi Germany and all that. They're like, blah, blah, blah. What would you have done then? And what would you do now? And you're doing it now and stuff. And it's like, fuck. That's like such a heavy thing.
I feel like there's absolutely nothing we can do.
There's nothing, right?
I don't know.
Other than, I guess, try to call the bullshit when we see it.
That doesn't even matter.
No, it doesn't, because it's happening right now in front of, it's happening. It's happening. Everything is going to be owned by like 5 fucking people.
I mean, it already is.
Yeah.
And I'm all for like them making cuts and being good, but like,
whatever.
It's like just like everything feels like a joke now. Every time I read the news, I'm like, what's happening?
It feels like we are literally, it feels like I am watching a dystopian future movie play out. Where it's kind of like that show, The Man in the High Castle, where it's like if Germany had won World War II. It's like a, you know, whatever, just dystopian future show. But like that's just wild. Like it's like everything feels very weird. Everything feels scary. I feel like I am constantly being manipulated by everything.
Oh, everything. That's why I try to read all kind of different news.
Oh.
I read Fox, CNN. I try to read all of them so I can see if I can get anything in the middle.
For sure. I mean, I read as much as I fucking can.
And I don't want to, I try to read stuff and then be like, not to be like, okay, I'm left, because I am, but I try to look at everything from every side, and it's so overwhelming. But it seems like it's more overwhelming just for left people. The left is freaking out. The right's like, oh, this is what we want.
I get that.
That's why I'm like, how can it be so black and white with the two sides?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, because I guess
the right's like, yeah, this is what we want, and the left's like, we're scared, and they're like, cry harder. So I'm like, I have to like remove myself from it sometimes during the day.
Oh yeah,
or else I'm not okay.
No, dude, it's I mean, yeah, things are spooky. Things seem very unsure right now, you know, and even too, it's just like all the fucking planes, everything. Like, what the fuck? That is like, I'm not even just talking about Elon and or Trump and all of that. I'm talking about fucking everything, dude.
Yeah.
Shit is wild. Shit's
wild.
expensive. Fucking tires still cost so motherfucking much.
Tires.
Like, and I know because I blasted a motherfucking pothole and blew out 2 of my fucking tires.
Oh my God.
One exploded and the other was about to. And I had to get them like fixed. It was terrible.
Well,
it was terrible. And then
go ahead. Sorry.
No, nothing.
I was just going to say, as a left standing person, I don't.
Left leaning.
That's what it is.
That's the way.
I think people should have access to insurance. I think people should have access to help when they need it. Of course, I don't think people should be taking advantage of the government, but there can't be that much.
Well, again, like I said, I'm very fortunate that these are not my original thoughts. They're Rafe's. We've talked about them, but I'm like, there are things they're doing that are so fucking alarming. And the biggest ones to me are obviously, trying to just erase transgender people from existing. That is.
And intersex people.
And I mean, there's just, you can try your fucking hardest to erase transgender humans and intersex people. Try your fucking hardest. Like, it's not going to happen. They will still keep existing, and they will still keep being hotter, nicer, and cooler than you are. And I promise, probably fuck way better than you ever will. Fuck so much better. Probably have actually made someone else come, so that's cool.
I mean, whether you agree with people being transgender or not,
doesn't matter.
That's
They're
a separate
human beings.
issue. Yeah,
Sorry.
they're human beings, but then there is the intersex people.
Sure.
Which, like, there aren't two genders. There's more.
Yeah.
And just on that alone, just not even looking at transgender issues, that alone is false. And to have the White House come out and say there are only two genders when it's not true.
Yeah. And then
is weird.
And also the next one that is really alarming too. And hey, if you've got a really great, cool argument to back it up, great. Don't send it to me because I don't fucking care. You have no heart if you are okay with these things. They're trying, I guess they've proposed, like school lunch cuts or whatever. So in order for a school or whatever to have even just free lunches as an option for that school, 80% of the students at that school need to be living below the poverty line for them to qualify for school lunches. So say you're in a district that has 60% of the student, or you're in a school that has 60% of the students that are below the poverty line. Guess what? No fucking free lunch is offered there. So now what? Children are going to starve while they're learning?
They don't care.
I know.
I just have to, in my brain, say they don't care.
That is,
they don't.
That is psychotic. Then you need to give people the choice over their bodies. Then you need. I mean, this isn't this that
they don't
just,
like poor people.
I
They
know.
don't like brown people. They don't like women. They don't care.
Yeah.
They simply don't care. If you're a fetus, they're all for you. Once you're out and you're hungry, they don't care. Because if you're poor, it's somehow your fault.
Oh, God. I love it when there's a fetus. I love fetus. I love fetuses. But the second that fetus gets up and it's like, feed us, I'm like, get out of here.
Get the hell out of here.
Get out of here.
Raise yourself up by your bootstraps, little 1-month-old baby, and get a job!
Hey, little baby, why don't you swaddle yourself in these bootstraps, you little pussy? Oh, didn't get swaddled enough. Wah, wah. Well, pick yourself up and swaddle yourself now. I never got swaddled. I swaddled my...
And I turned out just fine! Look at me! I'm a raving lunatic!
Look at me. I'm a beautiful man. I am tan. I am wrinkly.
Oh, God, I just thought about tomorrow on top of everything else.
Yeah, dude, things are falling apart. But guess what? It's not a problem. And hey, listen, as long as we all remember, none of it matters. They don't care. They not like us, if you know what I'm saying. Uh-oh. That was a Kendrick Lamar reference. I don't know if you saw that little halftime show, but I was like this. I mean, the show was going on, and it was crazy. I mean, me and my homies, we were hanging out. Me and my little homies at my garden club, we were all hanging out watching the Super Bowl. And then Kendrick Lamar came on, did his little dance, and I mean, I was like, oh God, the place was lit. I wish that when Kendrick Lamar was like, and it's, hit the A minor part, he was like, minor. And it must have been A minor. All right, well, we went over a lot.
I just want to say one more thing.
Hit me.
If you're looking at me and you're like, are you sick today? No, I just don't have makeup on, okay? That's all it is.
Yeah, Baba, she doesn't have makeup on, and I have eye makeup on.
You have a mascara on, Barbara.
I put mascara on.
You took a magic marker and put it on, yeah.
I tried to do hot tips on my press-ons with my nail polish, raw dog, not even a small little eyeshadow brush.
God,
I wish that.
I wish I could have seen your face when you're doing that. Was it major text face while you were...
Here's what I will say, bro. They look this bad right now. You don't even want to know how much fucking nail polish I took off all around my fingers. Because I was like, okay, so if I just do like a big X, then I can do the little French manicure. And it literally looks like there's Sharpie on my fingernails. So, hey,
no,
guys.
not Sharpie, magic marker.
Magic marker. And listen, guys, remember, you need to start doing things yourself because there's not going to be any more programs for any of us to take advantage of. So you need to swaddle yourself and you start working hard. Yeah. Okay, we got to go.
We love ya.
We love ya. See ya.
Bye. Where's all the farts, man?
Oh, cut.
How much longer?